welcome to the Healthy Skeptics video for February 1st. If you're new to this blog, please check out our website at healthyskeptics.com. I'm Dr. Natalie Kather, a board-certified family practice physician and medical director of Advanced Family Wellness here in Olympia, Washington. My husband, Stephen Cherniske, is a research biochemist, university instructor, and best-selling author. Together, we are known as the Healthy Skeptics. On this blog, we focus on two things: breakthroughs that you should explore and nonsense you should ignore. After all, there's an avalanche of information coming at us every day, and there's only so many hours to deal with it. We're here to help. Today, I have something very important for you to explore. It's an incredible hormone known as DHEA. DHEA is made by your adrenal glands and your brain, and its main function is to initiate repair. You remember how fast you recovered from illness and injury when you were young? That's because you were producing lots of DHEA. Here's a chart showing what happens as we age. As you can see, after what we call the prime of life, DHEA levels fall, just like your quality of life. Until at age 70, most people are producing 15% of what they produced in their prime, with catastrophic consequences. Low levels of DHEA are associated with heart disease, diabetes, depression, anxiety, osteoporosis, erectile dysfunction, sarcopenia, which is muscle loss, and all forms of dementia. In the late 70s, my husband Stephen was taking courses in physiology and endocrinology, where he learned about DHEA, but he was shocked that his professors gave it very little attention. As he began to formulate what is now known as the metabolic model of aging, he realized that DHEA played a central role. 40 years ago, Stephen was teaching his students a very simple concept. Aging is like a seesaw. On one side, you have cellular damage, and on the other, repair. When you're young, the seesaw looks like this, and life is incredible with lots of repair, very little damage. Then we start to age, and things start going very wrong, and damage exceeds repair. So, Stephen spent decades identifying and studying the damaging forces. He directed the nation's first FDA-licensed clinical lab specializing in nutrition and immunology. But as important as it was to push down on damage, it is equally important to push up on repair. And since DHEA is the most comprehensive repair signal in the human physiology, he was committed to learning everything he could about that hormone. It was an academic pursuit for him until 1988, when he was turning 40. In other words, he was aging. The seesaw was tipping against him. So he started taking DHEA, which he obtained from colleagues in Milan, where most of the DHEA research was taking place. As a result, his blood pressure improved, as did his cholesterol. Muscle increased, and exercise became easier and more enjoyable. I'll show you before and after photos in a moment. Biologically speaking, he got younger. Now, as you can imagine, most of his colleagues were alarmed. Stephen faced a barrage of what ifs. What if it caused liver damage? What if taking it suppressed the body's own production? What if it increased the risk for this or that disease? So, for 6 years, he collaborated with an international group of scientists to answer all the what-if questions. Etienne Balieu, considered one of the top hormone biochemists in the world, stated clearly, "Logic pleads in favor of oral administration of DHEA at a dose that provides so-called young DHEA levels in the blood." In 1995, the FDA decided that DHEA could be sold over the counter in health food stores because it was derived from a plant, the Mexican yam. Shortly after that, Random House asked Stephen to write a book about DHEA, and that's when things got really interesting. The book was an international bestseller. Stephen was on TV and magazines and newspapers for over a year.
You think you're going to live to be 120 and be healthy?
Absolutely. I'm saying that aging is a disease, and it's natural to respond in the same way that you would take an antibiotic. It's natural to take DHEA to slow down the aging process.
In 2003, Random House published the Metabolic Plan, which was an important update that included genomic data, how DHEA prevents DNA damage, a step-by-step approach to tipping the seesaw in your favor. By the way, the metabolic model of aging is now the foundation for research in labs and universities around the world. Oh, and I was going to show you photos. Here's Stephen at 40, kind of frumpy college professor. Here he is after 8 years on DHEA. Of course, if it was only one biochemist experiencing remarkable anti-aging benefits, I wouldn't blame you for saying, so what? But listen to this. Stephen has formulated DHEA supplements that have benefited hundreds of thousands of men and women. And the latest formulation is the best because we incorporated new research on cofactors that optimize the safety and efficacy of DHEA. All these cofactors are included in the products known as Synergized DHEA for women and Synergized DHEA for men, available at thehealthyskeptics.com. You can order it by the bottle of 60 capsules, or you can get discounts on packs of 2 or 4 bottles. In fact, if you order 2 bottles, we'll send you a copy of the Metabolic Plan, a $15 value, absolutely free. So you can continue to explore this incredibly important science. And here's a photo of Stephen that I took this morning. He'll be 71 in a few months. Notice the lack of wrinkles and deep lines? Think he's on to something? Now, of course, you can go to your health food store and buy all the ingredients that are in Synergized DHEA. You'll spend more, and you don't really know what you're getting. With Synergized DHEA, purity and potency are guaranteed by independent lab analysis. And you're getting the formulation from the man who wrote the book. The books. Again, this product is available on thehealthyskeptics.com. I'm Dr. Natalie Kather. Thanks for spending some time with us.